Hello YouTube, Backyard Farmer here again with my next video. This one is sort of about the this trucker situation going on in California, or the truckpocalypse, as a lot of folks are calling it. For those of you that don't know, California law AB 5 goes into effect, I believe, this Saturday, and it really affects the independent owner-operator truckers. This legislation, I guess, was initially supposed to be there to help folks that work and like Uber, Lyft, those type of workers. Who were recognized as independent contractors. Now they will actually be like employees, I guess. They will start receiving and be able to get like benefits and things like that they couldn't get before. Well, it's also affecting the independent owner-operator truckers, which the news says there's approximately 70,000 of those in California. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to basically, they're not going to be able to do that, right? They're not going to be able to pick up a trailer in, I don't know, trailer from company X in San Francisco and deliver it to San Diego, and then pick up a trailer from company Y and then take it, back or whatever, right? So they're going to have to kind of, if you're going to haul for someone, I guess in a nutshell, there's no more of that stuff, right? Yeah, you're going to have to work for a company, right? Either you can work for company X or company Y, right? You can't haul independently for both and stuff. So what does that do, right? Well, one, I think that goes against everything really this nation should stand for, right? Well, the American dream, right? Being able to own your own business and stuff. Now they're telling you no, you can't really do that. You can't have your own business with this truck. You have to go work for company X, or retire, or just move out of state. Either way, no, it's no problem for us because we're not the ones doing it, right? We're not the drivers. See, that's what so many politicians do, right? They don't live under these same laws that they create, and so even if they had the best of intentions, a lot of times when you get these folks and they put stuff on paper, sounds better, right, than it does, in practical application. So that's a real problem. That's going to cause a lot of friction, a lot of turmoil, and a lot of financial instability, a lot of other things I'll cover here in a second. So my question is, was that the intent all along? Was that the underlying theme, the ulterior motive all along, and it was just disguised and wrapped in this pretty little package with a neat little bow that says, hey, we're going to help these folks, and we're not going to mention what it's going to do to the other ones? Because we all know that truckers, more often than not, are right-leaning, more conservative, and we all know that California is one of the most left-leaning, liberal states in our country. So that's a question there. I don't know the answer, but, a thought. Also, now that California has kind of got the foot in the door here and sort of opened that can of worms, Has anybody given this thought that these other blue states, are any of them going, that's a good idea. We could do that. California did it. We could do it. I don't know. Because we all know, like I said, truckers tend to be more conservative, and they also are able to evidently organize very quickly and think about the blockade they did, a year or so ago from that USA to Canada, and how that really kind of put a speed bump in the road of delivering, getting some goods back and forth from one nation to another. Who knows, if that's if this is a shot at truckers, or this was just an unfortunate, casualty. I don't know. Would love to know what you know, or what you think. Love to read your comments in the comment section if you would. So I went through and got a few facts and figures, did a little research, and I want to tell you that, okay, for instance, one of our busiest ports in the United States is the port of Oakland, California. They get over 9,000 trucks in and out every single day. 90% of those, approximately, you guessed it, independent truckers. Now, are you starting to see the problem? Starting to see the writing on the wall with this? I went through and did some more research, and I sort of have a very rough timeline, if you will, assuming that this sort of thing becomes more widespread than just California. What could happen, right? So if this sort of thing happens, and within 24 hours, deliveries of medical supplies like syringes, bed sheets, catheters, they would start running out of at hospitals and medical centers. Evidently, that's something that they don't have a lot of room to warehouse and stock up, so they get frequent deliveries of those type of supplies. Also, in hospitals, nursing homes, that don't have some do, but a lot do not have a lot of warehousing capability for food, right? So the ones that do not will start seeing food shortages, right, in the hospital. Well, that doesn't mean that you can't get the yucky overpriced lasagna in the cafeteria. That means Mama isn't getting her meal while she's laying there in the hospital bed wondering if she's going to have bed sheets. It's not good. Also, in the manufacturing sector, a lot of manufacturers now, especially automakers, have gone to what's called just-in-time manufacturing, meaning that they're not warehousing and stockpiling a bunch of parts. They're relying on trucks coming in at regular intervals to keep these lines going. And I can tell you for a fact, I have seen firsthand, one little part can shut a whole operation down. So that's a major issue, and it's something that we don't need right now. We're already in enough problems with manufacturing here in this nation. 2 to 3 day mark. Seasonal pharmaceuticals, like at pharmacies, like certain antibiotics that are used more during certain times of year, and also things like flu shots, for instance. Those supplies would be about wiped out after 2 to 3 days. Also, gas stations, 2 to 3 days worth of folks coming in and out of gas stations will just about run every gas station in this nation empty. Grocery stores. Most grocery stores get a delivery of some type nearly every single day. So you go 2 to 3 days without that, plus with the fact that the public will hear about this sort of thing and go, I gotta go get everything, right? And panic buy on top of it, your grocery stores are going to be absolutely wiped out. After a week, oxygen supplies, you know, those tanks of oxygen that are delivered to hospitals and home medical places and stuff, those would be gone. Mail delivery, like especially package delivery, right? That won't be a thing. Police, firefighters, if there's no gas, how are they going to respond if your house catches on fire, or heaven forbid, have a medical emergency or whatever? Airplane, trains. Somebody's got to haul fuel to them, right? Is the light bulb bing gone on yet? Yeah. So these are some real possible things, and I'm sure there's many, many more that could happen from that. So now let's ask ourselves, okay, that's a situation. What's the action plan? Where do we go from here? What can I do, right? Because you can see that even though you're not a truck driver, maybe not, this can have a profound effect on you too, possibly. Especially if you live in California, this can be a problem. First thing we need to do is be calm, right? And I preach this. Let's be calm under fire here, okay? One thing that I did learn, one of the things I learned in my time in the military was, it's easier to be calm, and we can handle things a lot more effectively. Okay, keep gathering. I know I've said that I've only got a couple videos out there. Keep gathering. Keep bringing some stuff in. If you have a little extra money, instead of, going to the ball game, going to the movies or whatever this weekend, let's take what you would have spent there and get some extra stuff in, right? Buy wisely, right? Let's not run out and say, oh my gosh, this is really maybe becoming a thing here. This is getting dire. I need to buy 15 ribeye steaks. No, let's not do that, right? Let's buy smart. Let's buy stuff that hopefully doesn't need refrigeration or to be frozen. Canned meat, canned vegetables, canned pastas, at least, right? Rice, beans, things that we can store, and we can store for a longer term. And most importantly, things you'll eat, right? If you've never, ever in your life liked beef stew and the thought of it detests you, and you can't even stomach the idea of eating it, why in the world would you buy 10 cases of it, right? Let's buy some stuff that we can use. Buy some stuff that you and your family will eat. And you say, well, that sounds great, but hey, I live in a bigger city, and, you know, these apartments are like little tiny cracker boxes, and I don't even have room for this stuff. Well, then get creative, right? It doesn't all have to go into a pantry if you have one. It doesn't have to, maybe, do you have a basement? Right? Can you store some stuff in a basement? Can you maybe set some cans of, you know, fruit or cans of corn or whatever, maybe slide them underneath your bed? Is there a little extra room in the floor of your closet where you can stack a little bit of stuff up, right? Think outside the box of this stuff. And just do your best, right? Do your best. And if you do your best, that's all you can do. And that's all I ask. As we go through this journey together, just do your best. So, with that, I'm going to sign off. I've gone a little longer than I wanted to, but I got on a bit of a rant. Hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please like, subscribe, comment. Would love to hear your comments, good, bad, or indifferent. Would love to hear from you. Love to hear what you might want to see in the future. Be good to each other. Be safe. Be smart. And till next time, Backyard Farmer, signing off.